Receive and create. Shine your light. Feel. Laugh. Inspire. Live. Our whole life is emotions. All about the things that make our life brighter.
In today's program, our whole life is emotions. Graffiti is a way of self-expression. Graffiti is a positive visual and spiritual change in space. For me, the process of drawing is a search in oneself. This is self-discovery. When I paint graffiti, I feel free from all thoughts, from all the things I had to do. I just feel good. Graffiti is a multifaceted activity that allows a person to express himself from different sides. When people see it passing by, they're imbued with this same brightness. They see the images that the artist creates, and for me, it always gives great, positive emotions. Especially if it is a large graffiti and there is an opportunity to expand their creativity in the formats of the city. I am happy to do it. I always have positive emotions. Everyone wins here, the city, because graffiti seems to transform the old districts, and the artists who are looking for the output of their creative ideas win. They have a place to implement it. Such a subculture, and artists are part of art, because we go out, we draw, express ourselves. If you mean graffiti, like some drawings on the walls, they can be different, maybe just some type of font, but this can already refer to a hip-hop culture, maybe some character. It's also graffiti. In general, any artist is a rebel, is any creative person who does not hesitate to go out into the city and show his creativity. Whether it's a street musician, a street artist, he's a rebel. Only his rebellion and his protest he expresses as he wants, as he likes. My nickname is Alive, but I do not tie it personally to myself. When I do some work on the walls, I see that it evokes some emotion in people. I understand that this is already a living wall, that there is already some kind of life in it, and that is why I am inspired by the manifestations of life in any form. It can be the nature, plants, animals, and everything around. It is also inspired by the reaction of people. That is when children pass, smile, students pass there. They start to take photos against this background. When you look at the smiling faces of people, this is also inspiring, and you want to do even more beautiful things. People did not really like it before. They did not understand it. But now they see that it is gaining momentum. It looks great, and therefore there is no negative reaction. But you know, among the writers, among those who draw graffiti, there's an unspoken code. You cannot spoil the monuments of architecture. And if somewhere already say there is someone's work, it is usually not repainted by anyone.
Чья-то работа, обычно как бы ее никто не перекрашивает. Изначальные истоки граффити — это
The main idea and backstory of the graffiti culture is in its rebelliousness. Those people who started this culture, they had to do it fast, while no one can see it, parts of their work, because they created their art in places where it was forbidden.
Именно в тех местах, где это было как бы запрещено, где это не приветствовалось никак. Это прям протест такой был. Вот. Сейчас
Many graffiti artists, they are not considered to be people who draw only in the city on the walls. These are people who hold their solo exhibitions. These are people who are invited to different parts of the world, different countries and cities, so that they do some of their work there. This is already a solid part of modern fine art.
В разные страны, в разные города, чтобы они сделали там какие-то свои работы. Вот, то есть это уже прям, можно сказать, это солидная часть современного изобразительного искусства.
People who paint graffiti, they're much freer. This is probably one of the most vivid tools for self-expression for artists.
Вообще, если брать уже в современном мире граффити, то оно относится к изобразительному искусству. Вот.
Usually, I put on headphones when I draw. And if you live in a big city, you realize that it's a stress, a hustle. But when you put on headphones, you have a white sheet of paper, there is a pencil in front of you, and you can draw anything. In these moments, you can relax emotionally.
Кто-то делает граффити на поездах, на троллейбусах, на электричках. В этом тоже есть свой смысл. Здесь
Here are the flowers. This is the manifestation of life.
Здесь именно смысл в самих
The meaning here is even in the lines themselves. When a person, an artist, who engages in graffiti, leads a line with a spray paint, it's a completely different experience than a person who works with a brush. There is still a sense in the smoothness of the lines themselves, the smoothness of the transition of colors, lines. And I tried to paint the backgrounds, if it were a cosmos, with the northern radiance.
Космос с северным сиянием. Самая основная энергия, которая есть.
The most basic energy that we have in general is cosmos and life. The intertwined energies of these two entities. All this found expression precisely in colors, such smooth lines, the main idea of this work.
Вот основная задумка этой работы.
Для меня это, безусловно, пока это...
For me, this is my path, my road. And if you're on your own way, most likely everything will be easy. It still depends on the mood.
Находитесь, вам, скорее всего, все будет, доставаться, легко.
Still, the goal is important, of course. What you want to come to.
Всегда художник — это, конечно же,
An artist is always, of course, a person who is internally beautiful. He has some inner beauty, which he transforms like some kind of a book, some image for a person.
такую, не знаю, книжку, какой-то образ для человека.
person who walks around the city is already looking at the whole thing. He has some other emotions. Just looks at the floor. He saw something bright. He had some emotions. Maybe it made his day.